last Sunday, and only 6 days left. If the world ends next Saturday, this will be the last Sunday you ever spend. What do you want to be doing in these last 6 days, this last week?
Time is whittling down.
Mm-hmm.
Getting close.
I have some time off of work, so I'm going to be possibly going to see Cirque du Soleil. Going to Hoop Groove again on Tuesday. Hoopfully getting my new hoop. So how are you spending this last week? What are you
What am
doing?
I literally doing?
Well, I'm hanging out with you
Yeah.
and Jackie
Yeah.
tomorrow.
Hanging out
Expect Jackie on the show tomorrow.
Hanging out with some friends, I guess. Hopefully trying to find a job. I'm going to Canada this weekend.
Yes, you're possibly going to be spending Canada
and that I was in.
Spending next weekend in Canada.
Yeah, just pretty much catching up with old friends, hanging out with you.
Tomorrow is Meatless Monday as well.
So yeah, if this is the last week,
you need to be doing something great
of our life.
Mm-hmm.
What movies would you watch?
2012.
Would you watch any?
I want to watch 2012.
In the last week of your life, that's what you want to watch. Is that movie? I heard it was awful. Mark saw it and said it was awful.
I was gonna watch it I was gonna watch it last week.
Yeah, but if you knew the world was for sure ending, I don't think 2012 would even be relevant anymore. Like if you knew it was ending this weekend.
Well, first of all, if I knew the world was most certainly going to be ending in this last week, I would want my mom to make her homemade chicken noodle soup, which I haven't had in a number of years. She hasn't made it recently, and I would love to have that in this last week sometime, maybe.
I guess if I knew soup was going to end, I would definitely need to go to Emiliano's, my favorite Mexican place.
In Southside?
Yeah, she comes out with like lunch special.
Mexican happy hour.
So good. Oh. I would just like really need to go and get like anything from there. Everything is good. And then I need to go to Page's Dairy Mart to get ice cream. Page's is the best.
I've actually never been there. That's the one out on, like, way on East Carson.
Page's is, like, the best ice cream in the world.
That's a strange Pittsburgh fact. That ice cream place exploded years ago.
Yeah, it's had, like, a bunch of disasters happen to it, but it always bounces right back.
Yep. I just want to make a lot of great food in this next week.
I guess, like, yeah, I would probably want to eat a lot of good food if I knew that, like, for sure I was going to die. Like, if on the news tonight they were like, breaking news.
Harold Camping was really right.
Yeah, we're all going to die this Saturday. Like, I'll be like, oh, shit. There's a lot of stuff I want to do.
Now, we are planning on having some sort of party on the 21st. You're going to be in Canada.
Yeah. The last songs I'd want to hear.
Like, if the Titanic was going down, would you want to be listening to...
What would I be listening to? I definitely would not be listening to any classical music, that's for sure. Okay, I'd probably make a mix, and these are the people I'd have on it. If I think of specific songs, I'll tell you. So I'd definitely have Bob Dylan, for sure. My true love.
Mm.
It would definitely have some stuff by the Dresden Dolls. Even though they're not very happy. Definitely some Gaga up on there, for sure.
No Children.
I love that song.
Goats.
Yeah, like that would be a song I would want to listen to. Even though it's kind of like miserable, like I know every word and I love it. And, like,
I Hope You Die. I Hope We Both Die. Great
song. It's such a good song, though. No, I would really like to listen to it. I don't know. What's the last song you think you'd want to listen to? That's a really, really hard question. Because also I feel like, depending on my mood, my idea of an ideal song changes, like, back and forth. Oh, I guess, okay. If I wanted to hear my favorite song, I would have to say that, like, a consistent song that I love and, like, I could hear 10 times in a row and not get sick of. That's probably a really surprising choice. But it's The Hook by Blues Traveler. That is, like, I think my favorite song. You probably have, like, in the 90s, it was pretty popular, but it was, like, early 90s. Like, I remember being in, like, first grade and loving it. So I guess that would have to be a song I'd say it consistently makes me happy. When I hear it, I'm like, yeah, I love it. Do you feel like you have any songs like that? Like, every time you hear it, no matter how many years have gone by, you still love it?
I don't know why it comes to mind. Enya.
Enya?
It's what I always listen to when I'm like,
sail away, sail away, sail away. That's what you could imagine yourself sailing away.
Yes.
The end of the world, sailing to Enya. I think I like that, though. That's kind of pretty like interesting choice. You both have really surprising choices.
Yes.
And then, what's like the last movie I'd want to watch?
Wizard of Oz.
I have two movies that are like very certain favorites, and like Kill Bill is for sure. Like I think my top favorite movie, and my next choice is Goodfellas. I love Goodfellas so much.
I've never seen it.
I don't know why. I love it. Like I can quote every line on this. Like I love it. So I would probably watch one of those two.
When we find out on May 22nd that it wasn't the end of the world, we need to like set out things that we want to do before the end.
We should do these things. There are like
your bucket list.
Yeah, I always want to make a bucket list of things you want to accomplish.
One of my main goals in life is to have a nice house.
Yeah, that's a good goal. I want to have a really good career. It's really important to me. I want to like have a good career and do good for myself, you know, and like accomplish things that I'm proud of. That's something I would be really mad about if the world ended. Since I just graduated from school, I would be livid that I went to college for 4 years and paid all that money for nothing. But I would be so mad if it's like, oh, the world's over, and I'm like, oh, I went to school for 4 years and studied my ass off for nothing. Like, that stinks. I'll be so
We'll do something with your degree.
In the next week?
Last week. You studied psychology. Have somebody lay down on the couch and tell you their innermost secrets and psychologicalize them.
I'm not a doctor. I don't feel qualified enough to, like, just be like, oh, come over and I'll, you know, I feel like I already help my friends with their problems.
Be a shrink for a week. Then what would I be for a week? In this last week, what do you want to be?
What do I want to be? I just want to be a good person. Not bad. I want to be a good person. And productive. I want to be productive.
There's only 6 days left. But for now, tune in tomorrow for some more End of the World raving.